there's when you play fills in 16th note triplets, there's a certain rhythmic pattern that many drummers use all the time, which is quite easy. And I want you to clap this with me. So let's say our tempo is 1, 2. I don't know if you can't hear this, right? Is it okay? Okay. So that's the tempo. And you don't clap the quarter notes. You clap the more difficult thing, which is not really difficult. So I'm gonna count quarter notes. I'm gonna clap what you should clap. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we're going to extend that to 2 bars. So 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, you know, I'm playing accents and unaccented notes. So basically it's 1 accent and 2 unaccented notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only at the end we do 3, 4. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right. This is the rhythmic structure I want to use for a fill that I want to show you. And it's a real drummer's fill. It's not really a decent. It's a lot of notes. So I hope it's okay. So I'm gonna play 16th note triplets. And before I explain it, I would like you to clap the rhythm, and I'm going to play the fill on top of that, and then I'm going to explain it. The tempo was good, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. You keep on doing that. 1, 3, 1. Okay? So who wants to know what that is? Okay. I'm gonna... They pointed at each other. That's a special kind of humor from this area in Germany. I'm from the north in Hamburg, and we don't have any humor at all in the north. So I don't know why this is funny. He's from Hamburg. That's why it's not funny. Okay, got it. So this is a figure many drummers use, and once you know it, you'll hear it when drummers play it. I, in fact, played it in the first song that I played. And the sticking is right, left, left, with the right hand being accented, and then foot, foot, right, left, foot, foot. What's the sticking? Who has memorized it already? Nobody. Okay. Right, left, left, foot, foot, right, left, foot, foot. Right, left, left. That's the beginning, and then foot, foot, right, left, foot, foot. I'm gonna play it really slow. So. Right, and we play it in 16th note triplets, so 6 notes to the quarter note. I'm gonna play it again. And you can orchestrate it in many different ways, because there's two singles, right, left, the two strokes in between the bass drums are the ones that you can orchestrate beautifully. So right, you can do anything. So everything sounds good with this fill. Now I played it over 4 bars. And that's a very common way of phrasing fills and 16th notes, 16th note triplets. You play a figure that is in fact based on this rhythm, right? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can continue it, or you do it like we did for 2 bars. 2, 3, 1. That's what I wanted to show you. And it really is, it was a secret up to today, but now everybody knows it. Many drummers play this, really. A lot of drummers use this all the time, because it's a very powerful fill and it's flashy, but it's rhythmically not that complicated. If you feel like you can't remember it, I have a good solution for you, which is in this box. And because I also know that you have too much money, I've written a book about fills, and on one of the pages this fill is discussed, and on all the other 128 pages it's many more different concepts. So if you want to buy this book wants to go abroad, so if you can help them, it's only 22 euros, it's really cheap. Special Messe deal, normally it's 21.95. Because I don't have the change, I need to make, it has to be 22. Okay, and now I would like to Axel Mikolajczak from Styx magazine to come back to the stage, because he wants to ask me some questions this way around.
Hi Jost, not only are you a brilliant technical player, but you also have a deep sense of groove, and you have not only written the fill book but also the groove book.
Yes.
And what I think is really special about the books and your kind of workshops is a very clear concept to show people the basics or the fundamentals of what you're doing. How did you get to this kind of educational concept? What was the background to that?
The background to my way of practicing and playing drums, and also the way I write my books. I guess it came from studying at Drummers Collective in New York City, and contrary to my belief, they were very analytic in New York, and this helped me a lot to come up with my own ideas and own concepts. So that's where it came from, and it made so much sense to me that I always use the same approach to whatever I play, because rhythm can't change, right? If you have one bar of 4/4 time, there's always going to be 16 16th notes. Even Donald Trump can't change that. I'm sorry. I wouldn't say anything about him in America. Is any American here? I'm sorry if I... Okay. And so that's a revelation, really, because then you know, okay, the rhythmical side will always stay the same, but you can apply it differently, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Which you do achieve very well, because when I saw you doing workshops in Germany recently, there were other drummers who did show the fast fills and said, yeah, this is something in 16th note triplets, but they never explained how you do this and break it down to the very essence. And I think this is something that makes Jost very special as an educator.
Thank you, Axel. I'm not.
No, really, it's quite outstanding, because most of the time it's all about flash, which you can handle as well, as we have heard. But to really get down to something, to show people the basics and show them that it's just fun to play the drums, that to me is something that's really special to you.
Thank you. And I think other drummers, sometimes they honestly don't know better because they just don't know what they do, and sometimes some don't want to tell you. They want to keep it for themselves, and I'm always like, yeah, I can have it all. I explain anything I can, so I don't keep anything to myself. I think it's okay because nobody else will sound exactly like I sound, so it's definitely okay.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to ask you is, as a player, you went to lots of different stages in your career. I know you started off while you were studying in Cologne with playing in a grunge metal band.
Yeah.
Ever heard Jost play grunge metal? I mean, this is a long time ago, but you could do it really well.
Yeah, I always, especially when I was in my 20s, I really liked playing fusion or music where I had to play many notes. It was really something I wanted to do. And then at some point I realized, okay, if I play fusion all the time, nobody that plays pop music will ever ask me to play with them because they think I'm always playing many notes. So, and I wanted to play pop music really, and so I decided not to play so much fusion to make myself clearer. Because musicians tend to be very, they think this drummer is a metal guy, so of course he can only play metal. But that's not true most of the time. Sometimes it's true, but so I wanted to have a chance in pop music, so I tried to play simpler stuff.
Another thing, before you became really well known as the German drummer for artists like Andy Day or Johannes Oerding or people like that, you spent some years working as a studio musician, but not in Germany, in Paris instead. So how did you come to do this, and how did you manage to make a career out of it?
So yeah, what happened was, for every musician, my best advice is to really do something that you are passionate about. So play music that you are really passionate about. Because if you do that, you meet people that are also passionate about music. And the people that are really passionate about music, they are the ones who create music. And I wanted to create music. And so I just played a showcase gig for a singer that I didn't really know well, but he wanted to perform his own songs. And the bass player who was in that band, he was also a producer who worked a lot in France. And so he really liked playing with me, and then he just recommended me for a recording session in Paris that Michael Bland from Prince was supposed to do, but he couldn't do it, and then they asked me, and the record company really didn't like it because they were like, yeah, well, no, we don't want a guy from Germany. But then anyway, the producer said, no, believe me, and then the record company really liked what I did, and then they kept calling me for studio work for several years. And I played in the biggest studios in France and also Belgium. Yeah, and it was fun. I mean, we worked with many well-known musicians and mixers, and so that's a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely.
So another lesson learned: take any opportunity to play with people. Don't sit at home and record yourself. Go out there, play with somebody, and out of these connections something really good could evolve. Thank you, Jost.
Welcome.
I think before we bore the people anymore,
yeah, I'm bored too. No, I'm just kidding.
Just go ahead and play.
I always, when there's the chance to crack a joke, you have to, right? So if he is now pissed, that's okay, because the joke had to be cracked. So is there any question that you want to ask? I know you don't want to talk, so if you don't have to. I just want to give you the chance, because when I finish playing my song, I really need to go to catch my train. So if you have a question, now is the chance. She has a question, and you need a microphone. This is so well organized, there will be somebody passing you a microphone. Oh yeah, Axel, he's not so pissed, so that's okay.
Curious about your period when you play metal. I'm a huge fan and I play guitar. And I know that it's not the same, but I would like to know if you suggest me to pursue these studies or engage another type of music to try to become a professional musician.
I think really you should definitely explore different styles of music and then see if any of these styles really give you joy. Because in the end you will only do what you like. Everybody only does what he likes, or she, right? Because I once saw Prince with John Blackwell, and he is deceased now, but he was like such a great drummer and also a great showman. And he was twirling his sticks on the concert, and I was like, wow, I want to do that. But it only lasted for 2 days. I want to do that. So I wasn't passionate about it enough to learn this. And this happens with anything you do when you play music, because playing music is not a rational decision. It doesn't make sense to become a musician, right? We don't need more musicians. There's other professions that make more sense. But if you're passionate about it, it makes all the sense in the world. So do whatever your passion is, really. That's really the answer. Okay, then I will just say thanks for coming and staying. It's a difficult environment because of all the noise, and I'm going to add some more noise. I also want to thank Musikmesse for inviting me, and also Axel for not being too pissed. He says thanks, but that's only show, that's only for show. He's like, no, I'm never going to interview you again, my friend. Okay, he said something I didn't understand, but I said okay, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to finish by playing one last song. So if you want to buy a book, I have 3 English versions, the rest is all German, so I'm sorry about that.